Round 3. Oh yeah, we have a Rishkar in our deck. Almost forgot. Yeah, we're going to keep this hand. This is pretty cool, because we can actually play, because of Rishkar, can play a turn 4 modification, or a turn 4 Monstrous Onslaught. Yeah, both of those seem like good options. Okay, implement plus automaton. So we're playing against red-black. Play the Cobra here. Cobra Kai, never die. Opponent found their black mana. They're going to bash in. We're going to take it. And another implement, sure. They're going to use it too. It's surprising. All right. So I guess we can afford to lose a land here. I like all of our cards. So we can afford to lose a land because we can still play everything with the help of Rishkar. Assuming Rishkar lives, but let's just assume Rishkar is going to live. And we got the land to replace it anyway, so not a big deal at all. So Rishkar is going to buff himself and the Cobra. We're going to get him for 3. And pass. Kind of want our opponent to play something so we can Monstrous Onslaught. Or something that we can Monstrous Onslaught, I should say. Alright, so we'll take it. Really want them to just buff. That'd be fantastic if that was their best play. Okay, so Rishkar is going to die. Which is acceptable. Gearper Guide is actually a good draw because it lets us keep the pressure going here. I mean, currently winning the race, which is nice. Okay, Enraged Giant, not a huge deal. We have the privileges for that. So we're going to take 4 here, but then it's pretty much dealt with. And we're smashing back for 6 too, so not a huge deal. And we get to Animation Module too, which is nice with our Cobra. So let's revoke this little fella. Get in for 6. Play a module and pass. Staying back now, so they can double buff the automaton, which is fine. So, yeah, we can swing with both of our guys, and then animation module our Cobra to get an additional servo. Just another beater. I think that's fine. I want them to tap their mana first. Okay. So it is in our best interest to module here because even though they probably... Oh, they didn't have the removal, so that's sweet. Makes me curious why they didn't. I guess they have something else they want to do? Well, that didn't make sense. Alright, so we got the additional counter, we got a servo. We are looking really good now. Module doesn't take much to make a really cool engine. Just buff, get servos all day. I mean, that is really good. Alright, so opponent's playing, you know, standard black-red aggro. Implements are a little bit less impressive in decks like this, especially the black one. I mean, the red one is acceptable. You shouldn't be super happy paying 2 mana to deal 1 damage to a player and draw a card. It's okay. the black one is going to be whatever. So I'm assuming there's some revolt going on, but it looks like we've got improvise going on. So maybe there's a combination of both, but they were missing their black mana until turn 3. I'm not sure if that matters so much, though. So let's just probably just run it back, right? Consulate Crackdown deals with the automaton and implements. That does not seem worth it. Too expensive, especially against aggro. So we'll probably just stick to the same plan here. I'm trying to think if I want to ditch the garrison for like just a creature so I don't have to deal with crewing it, but what would I swap it with, like a Wild Wanderer? It still is not that good. I think we'll stick to the same plan here. I really want to keep this hand, but it's pretty dangerous against aggro. We have 9. We do have 9. This is tough. Because this hand with a forest really goes off. It really goes off hard. I think I'm going to risk it. On the draw, we draw a green mana. This hand just excels so much. Because it's 1 green mana, too. It's not like we need multiple, you know? Okay. Well, if I'm not drawing a green mana, I'm happy to draw something I can play. Okay, the Poisoner. Let's play the Cobra here. And I can use the Harpooner. No, I guess I can't really, can I? This is probably a trade I just have to be willing to make. It gets the Death Toucher off the board. And it's not like my Cobra can do much against servos anyway. Well, Freighter is very strong, but we do have Appetite for when we eventually find green mana. So let's play the Garrison here. Okay, another Poisoner. All right, opponent happened to go off and we haven't found a green mana yet, but we are still just a green mana away from doing all sorts of work here. There it is. So now we go Unbridled Growth on a Plains. And we pass. And then we're going to wait for the Renegade Freighter to be crewed, and then we'll Appetite it. Okay. We can Harpooner that next turn. So now we can Appetite the Freighter. Blow that up. Still take 5, but we're actually in okay shape. Our opponent's got 1 card left. So untap. Okay, so let's sack the growth. Got the land, which is very good. So now we can Harpooner the giant and play the Bandar. I could attack with the Garrison, but we're going to stay back here. So now I can move the Bandar counters over to the Harpooner. That's interesting. So I feel like they likely have something now. Well, I can't afford to take all this damage, so I can trade my Garrison Actually, okay. I guess it seems to me like they probably just have a combat trick, so I'm willing to trade my garrison for that. Like a built to smash or something. I have welding sparks, okay. Alright. Alright, we're gonna take the 3 then. I do need to deal with... Our opponent's officially out of gas, which is good news, but we're still in some trouble here, so we're gonna move the counters so we get the revolt trigger. Play this, play a rallier, bring back... I guess the Bandar. And then we're going to play another one. So maybe now we need to bash for 4. What's my opponent's attack back with? They attack with Poisoner, which we can kill with, I guess, a Rallier. The Automaton, which we can kill with a Bandar. And the Automaton we can kill with a... It's like I kind of feel like I need to get some damage through because of Automaton now. So I think we are swinging with the Harpooner here. And then we'll play a Bandar. Pass. Pyrohelix on the Bandar, okay. Huh. It's a little bit surprising. So, I see. We can... Well, we're definitely getting rid of the Welder Automaton, because that's just a means for my opponent to win. So I guess I think I just block like this. Well, actually, I guess the Augmenting Automaton gets better too. Alright, we'll block like this. Because every consecutive swamp's just going to make that Automaton harder to deal with. And the Welder Automaton wins in the late game. So this at least puts us both in top deck mode. And I feel like our deck probably does better, right? Because now I can attack into the Poisoner, trade, and then I can get back another Bandar. Let's do that. So we'll attack with the Harpooner. They could also take 4, though. But I'm also okay just playing the Rallier as a 3-2, I think. Okay, so they did do that. Now we'll play the Rallier. We'll get back our Bandar. Yeah, over the Growth, I think. Growth's an extra card, but I think Bandar in our deck is actually really good. We have that Life Crafters. We have Animation Module. We have all sorts of things that just make this better, I think. Okay, so they have a Sweatworks Brawler now. Which means maybe I don't want to move a counter from the Bandar. So I probably won't. No need. Okay, we'll play the Druid. Yeah, I can attack with Rallier now. They can block with 2 servos, though. So maybe we just wait again. Okay. Let's see. So they're going to have to attack with their frontline rebel. I guess that means we buff the Druid of the Cowl with the Bandar. That way they attack into our 3-5. Eddy Trail Hawk will do. And then we'll pass. So they'll attack their rebel into our Druid, and we can still double block the Brawler. If they attack with that as well. Okay. Okay, got good value there. So we can smash for 3. Still keep the servos at bay. Specialist is so good here. It's such a good card to draw. So we'll play it. We're going to sack. Bring back a garrison and a growth. I think we're just going to play the growth and then alright, let's just attack for 3. I guess we don't have to sack the growth just yet, so let's play the garrison and pass. Alright, so we'll block. Sure. So take a little trample damage. Still at 5 though. So let's draw for turn. Let's draw from Unbridled Growth. Monstrous Onslaught, perfect. So we can actually attack with Garrison. Untap our Druid. We end up dealing the same amount of damage. But we're left with a blocker. And we're just going to Onslaught now, I think. I don't want to randomly lose to some buff spell. Okay. Ended up getting the draft, which is cool. Maybe that Monstrous Onslaught wasn't necessary. Maybe that was a bit risky, but first win in the new format. The deck was very cool. I was very happy with it. Renegade Rallier, Scrounging Bandar just did so much work together. So really enjoyed this deck. I hope you did too. We'll be back for more. Thanks so much, folks. Be sure to subscribe and like the videos if you enjoy the content. We'll see you soon.